And we're off and running.
Okay, so this piece here is another one of the really pretty ones. And it's green,
Put that
Dee
one on
Dee's
the table,
favorite
too.
color.
Yes, and it has the crystals.
And it's on a sterling silver chain. And it has the crystals. So this is a wealth piece, but it also has more to it than just the wealth.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite. It's not one of my favorite looking pendulums, but as far as a pendulum period, it is my
great.
favorite.
It's
I would
great.
have to say it's my favorite.
So this one really helps with wealth. Notice the green and whatnot. This is really, really powerful when it comes to wealth and bringing wealth into your
Let's
life.
see what it looks like while we talk about this one. Can you slip it over your head or no?
I don't think I can.
Well, don't worry about it. If you can't slip it over your head, just hold it up to your dress. Let's see what it would look like. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it is pretty.
Very nice.
Yep.
So it will help bring wealth into your life, make your wealth more abundant and more than what you would normally achieve or get.
And that's just from wearing it.
Just from wearing
That's
it.
not
You don't have to
using
do
it
anything.
as a pendulum.
Right, exactly. But then on top of it, this one you can call on spirits. And they will come.
This is
and
why
answer.
I like this one.
Yes,
Because
and
you
they
can call specific spirits.
Yes. It's not just whatever spirit comes to you is what you get. You can actually call on specific spirits, and they will come and answer any question you would have. So this
Now,
one
of course,
is
as you guys
very
know,
nice.
a pendulum answers yes and no questions. But again, this one's a little different.
Yes.
So while it is going to answer those yes and no questions for you, how you would use it is just as you see her doing it now. She's going to hold it in her hand. She's going to decide which spirit she wants to come forth and guide this pendulum.
Yes.
So if she goes, I want Elvis Presley. I don't know who would do that, but if you decide to.
I know people that would want him.
There you go. He's answering your questions from the other side.
Yes.
But on top of that, again, you can wear it just as wealth. You wear it just as wealth.
Yep.
Or you take it and you can ask, whatever spirit you want to, just specific questions.
Yeah,
from
definitely. And it doesn't have to be anything. It could just be random questions that, you'd like to know, or it can be something pertaining to your life.
So I really like that piece.
Yes, it's very, very
I like
pretty.
it a lot because mainly I can decide who I want to talk to.
Exactly.
Instead of,
That is a big thing.
So it's actually guided.
Yes. So this piece here I like, and I think a lot of people need to get something like this because it's very
real
beneficial.
amethyst.
It's very pretty.
This is solid amethyst, every piece on it, and I believe the class is sterling silver.
So with this one, it helps with addictions, sickness, anything that you really have in your life.
Anxiety, if you need to be calm.
Yes. It helps with all kinds of stuff. Addictions, whether that could be alcohol, gambling, all kinds of addictions.
Tobacco.
Yeah, definitely. And then on top of it, it has the healing factor with, sicknesses, diseases, different things like that. Even just anxiety or, being anxious or nervous.
It works really well for that. I gave that to somebody to use who was having a lot of anxiety issues. And they said they felt great, but they really knew it was working when they didn't wear it for a few days.
Right.
And I said to them, well, how long did you wear it for? And they're like, well, I wore it for like 5 days. Because I have 2 of those. And they're like, well, I wore it for 5 days. And I felt great. And then when I took it off, I could feel everything. I could feel everything come right back. And I was like, well, you're to wear it for 30 days, number one, and then it doesn't come back,
Right.
But some people like to have something by their side they can hold on to and say, okay, there's this or that, or
Right.
I have this with me. This piece helps me. So you don't have to wear it after the 30 days. You can put it in your purse. You can put it in your pocket. You can take a stone or 2 off if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Although I don't suggest that, because what if somebody else ended up needing it and then you've kind of destroyed the piece? So
Right. I was
I
to
would
say,
say keep
I
it together.
have a piece similar to this. It kind of has the same idea to it, and I gave it to a lady who was trying to become a singer. And she was always so nervous before she would go out on stage.
Oh, so use it for nerves.
And she was a wreck. There were times when she would try drinking before she would go out to try and calm her nerves. Well, then she would keep going and, be a mess. And I gave it to her to just to try to see if it worked. And if it did, I would get her something else, because I didn't know if her anxieties of going out on stage and being nervous and fearful, if that was just because of that or if there was more to it. So I figured I'd start with this, as it's something a little bit simpler for her, and it actually worked great. And that's all it was. She was just nervous about going out, and it worked perfect. And then I have my own piece like this, and I hang it in my car when I drive, and it just kind of gives you that peace over you, and it's nice, and it definitely helps with road rage. So
road rage. So that was $80.
Yes, it is.
And that's really cheap for it, because I've seen a lot of pieces like that. They were like $150 for them. And I'm not talking about, I'm just talking about just in your jewelry store. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, you know, that's $150. That's pure amethyst. This is pure amethyst. It is $80. So yeah, not a bad deal at all for the multifunction use that it has.
So this last one here that for this video is a djinn. This is a Turkish love djinn, and it is beautiful. Let me see that on the table. Now this one here, like, actually wraps around you, kind of thing. So when it lays on the table, there we go.
I don't know if it's coming so clear, but that would be me. But I could see it. So this is a Turkish love djinn,
and that's all it does is love. And it's
soulmate. How about repairing a relationship?
Yeah, definitely. Anything that goes along the line.
How about finding a mate?
Yes.
How about if you have a mate where they're already married, or like there's somebody and they're already married and you want to get them and you know they're for you, but they're not for them.
This will help.
Okay.
This will definitely help. Anything along the lines of love, romance, marriage. Yes, anything. Marriage. Exactly, exactly. And it's just a really pretty piece.
Now, some people have a problem with djinns because they're like, well, I don't want them in my life all the time.
This is a good one.
It's a good one.
This is a good one.
So they're not going to interfere. They're just going to do what you want them to do.
Right.
And it's not hard to work with this one, because this one actually has been used many times.
I say this one
Let me see that on your wrist. Let me see what that looks like for you. Oh, okay. I don't know like the video is picking it up very clear or not, but I'm telling you, it's actually beautiful. It is very pretty. I mean, it looks like royalty. That is what it looks like, but I don't know what the video is picking up. It doesn't look like it is.
This is, the coloring in it is beautiful. The details in it is just absolutely gorgeous. And like Dee
very
said,
inexpensive.
It is. And like she said, you know,
$50.
This is something that's not going to interfere with everything else. So it's really nice to have.
$50, people.
Yes.
$50. You can't beat that. It's like I'm at a darn. I wouldn't say the underground auction, because those people were vicious, weren't they?
Dee and I almost.
Oh my God.
Almost had to. Well, we did have to clear up something that happened, and it would have been 10 times worse if Dee and I weren't there. But there was another incident that we just had to step away from because it would have got nasty.
Listen, I don't know if I told everybody about this or not, but do you remember the guy that was standing in the back, but he didn't have anything up there for sale?
The guy in the green?
No, he was in the all black.
Oh,
all black in the back.
Okay.
And he had eyes that were glinting. They were like glittering.
Yeah.
And didn't you say, I'm just trying to jog your memory. Okay, this is the guy where I said to you, there's a really weird, unknown energy in here to me. And you were like, that's an Antichrist energy.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that's a possibility?
Oh, it's definitely a possibility. I don't know for sure because I tried to steer clear of him. Once I noticed him, I just got an instant bad vibe.
So did I. Like, I felt
instant.
That energy was as thick as if a house fell on you. It was pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
It was horrible.
And so I tried my best to steer clear of him and keep my focus away from him. So I can't guarantee that he was, but it's definitely a possibility.
I know that he had a major interest in the one piece that they said they were leg bones. Leg and arm bones of the children.
Yes.
That were supposed to be in the, I guess, I don't know if it was called, I put something on I got from that collection. I put it on the website. I'm trying to think the Virgin Mary's breast milk.
Oh, that's right.
Those people that put that stuff in there, the breast milk, the bones, they had a skull that was, I forget who the skull belonged to, but he would smile.
He was excited.
Every time something went to somebody, but yet he
watched them.
He watched them even leave if they left, but he never bought anything.
No.
And his energy, people, if you could have been
it was bad. It was definitely a very negative energy.
I don't believe he was, if I'd take a guess, due to the energy, I wouldn't say he was human.
No, he definitely wasn't human. I could definitely tell that.
Didn't.
But he was off. And I'm telling you, people, that it's kind of like the creepy factor when you seen how he looked at those pieces and then how he looked at the people who bought them.
He would smile when the evil pieces were bought.
Yeah.
Like, I know that we were watching it. We were watching the bones, the skull.
The milk.
Not the milk, because I didn't get all of that, but I got some of that.
Right.
That's actually what I just put on the website, but when that was bought, when people were buying that, he was angry. You could tell.
Like he wanted it, but he didn't make a move on anything.
No, he didn't make a move on anything. It was really weird. Okay, we gotta cut this and we'll be right back.